Hi, it's Pauline for What Color Is It? I'm really happy to be here again with you, and I hope you are feeling well. Before I prepare tutorials and explanations on how to apply makeup for you, I would like to talk about a topic that is really important for me, and that's brushes, sponges, and hygiene. Because maybe as a visually impaired person, I sometimes use my fingers to apply maybe concealer or lipstick on my lips, but I use brushes to apply blush. Well, that's quite complicated to say. And I also use brushes to apply makeup on my eyelids, on my brows, on my lashes, and I wanted to talk to you about that as well, because the fingertips are really good, but it doesn't help you to go into details, and I think it's sometimes good to go further into details when you have practiced a little bit with your fingers. So let's jump into it. First, I wanted to say that there are lots and lots of different types of brushes, different shapes, different kind of hair, if I can say that. There are different length of brushes, and people use them in different ways, depending on the shape of their face, depending on how further they want to go into details, for example, and depending on their feelings, to be short. And there are also brushes made normally especially for the face, and brushes made for the eyes. I assume that you already know that, but I just wanted to say that just in case if you are a beginner and you don't know where to start. I will divide this video into these different parts. Firstly, I will go with brushes made for the face, and then I will go with brushes made for the eyes. Let's start with the face. The first main brush you have to use, it's an essential, it's the powder brush. It's a really big, fluffy and soft brush that you can use to apply especially translucent powder. You don't have to push on it to apply the powder, you just have to go through your face nearly without touching it with this kind of brush. There is also another brush that I use quite often. As I said, it's the brush to apply blush and also to apply bronzer and highlighter if you want to make contouring. This brush is a bit smaller than the powder brush, and it's quite angled. But it's also fluffy and very soft. It's used really to mix and melt powders on your face, powder products. There are also creamy blush and bronzer and highlighter, but I don't use them because I think that they are maybe quite difficult to melt on your face if you are visually impaired and you don't want to look like a clown, do you? So that's kind of the essentials for me if I want to apply makeup on my face. There is also a very little flat brush to apply your concealer, and there is also a mini brush to apply lipstick on your lips, but I don't use them. As I said earlier, I prefer to use my fingers. Then let's jump into brushes for the eyes. There is a first brush, quite difficult to describe for me as I'm not a native English speaker. It's a kind of flat brush with half cycle end, and it's the one you can use to apply eyeshadows on your eyelids, but it's quite a big brush for the eyes. If you are able to see it, you will understand what I mean. Some people don't use it to apply eyeshadows, they use it to apply powder under the eyes or to apply blush, but in a very detailed way, very precise way. There is the brush that I especially use to apply eyeshadow on my eyes. You will see images of what I mean quite soon. It's a spongy brush that has a removable end, so if I'm not satisfied with it anymore, if it's too dirty, even if I clean my brushes, if it's broken, if it doesn't smell good, I don't know, I just have to remove it and replace it with a new end, and I think that's quite a good solution. It's not too small and not too big, and I can use it to apply eyeshadows on a base on all my eyelid, and I can also use it to apply an eyeshadow, a different kind of eyeshadow in the outer corner of my eye, so I really like it. And finally, for the eyelid, I use a kind of dot sponge, I would say that. The end of the brush is a sponge, but you could only maybe draw points on a piece of paper with it. I use that to apply a very light makeup, a very maybe white makeup or something, eyeshadow, sorry, or something, in the inner corner of my eye. I use it that way. Some people use it also to apply eyeshadow on the outer corner of the eyes, under the lower lashes. But I don't usually put eyeshadow in that zone, so yeah, I use it for the inner corner of my eye. I'm sorry if I make some noise. I have my laptop on my knees to make me remember what I have to say, because I have quite a lot to say to you. So that's my my watch and my bracelet maybe ticking on the laptop if you hear something. Let's go a bit further with the eyebrows. You can use the angle flat brush to apply a shadow, a brow shadow on your brows. Personally, I use a pencil, but some people like to make contouring with their eyebrows, and they use brow shadow. I would like to say that, powder brow shadow. For the eyebrows, there is also a spiral grooming brush, I would say, that you use to kind of dress your brows. I don't know how else I could say that. And that precise spiral grooming brush can be also used after you have put your mascara on your lashes, to divide your lashes a bit more, and to remove if you have put on too much mascara on your eyes. So it's double employed brush. I don't know how to say that in English. I hope you understand me. Yeah. To finish, there is also a double-ended brush with a comb and a brush, and it's used also to dress your eyebrows, but the comb can be used when you are removing your makeup to remove the mascara that can be left, that you can find on your lashes. So yeah, for the brushes, I think that's it. I wanted to talk a little bit about my foundation sponge. It's not quite a beauty blender, because a beauty blender is a brand. It kind of looks like a a drop of water or an egg maybe. And my sponge, as some people can see, if you are able to see, you will see some images of it. My sponge is not really a drop. It's kind of a plastic bottle of water. You know, you have it's like of an H. It's like of the shape of the figure, the 8 figure. You know, it's large and then it's thinner and it's larger again. Maybe to take it better between your fingers, and I think it's quite helpful. So my sponge is like that, and I use it to apply liquid foundation, liquid or creamy foundation, like the L'Oréal Accord Parfait foundation. It's the one I use. If you want a quick tip to apply this kind of foundation, you can put some on your hand, on the back of your hand, and you just come and pick it with your sponge and then you put it on your face. Personally, I prefer liquid foundations because I can feel it on my face, you know, when I have applied it, because it's quite cold and it's not dry, so I can feel it, and that's why I prefer liquid foundations. But it's only my opinion. You can use powder foundation, but then you have to use a brush to apply it. And then finally I wanted to talk a little bit about hygiene. You have to clean your brushes and your sponges, and for that you can use either baby shampoo, because your brushes have hair, and so you can use a shampoo to clean them, but you can also use a special soap. I have a special soap made to clean my brushes, and you can see it on the images. And I think that one smells good, and it's quite good, and I have been using it for some time, so it's not very expensive because you go very long with it. You can also, if you don't have that many brushes and you are using the same brush to apply every single color of eyeshadow, for example, you can also use a spray between each application. So you are putting some white as a base on your eyelids, and then you want to use a black or a gray or a brown, I don't know. You can, between the two different colors, use that kind of spray to clean your brush, and then you don't have traces of the first color left on your brush. I think I'm done for today. I hope you haven't been bored by me and by this video. I hope you have learned something. I hope it was not too long for you. And if you have any question, please just ask in the comment, send me an email, contact me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. I'm here for you. If you have questions about anything, if you want me to make a video about something special, just say so. I am always happy to know that you are interested in what I have to say to you. I am also happy to answer to you. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being here. Do not hesitate to subscribe. It's completely free. You don't have to pay anything. Do not hesitate to like the video if you liked it. I don't want to force you to put a thumb up under that video. And I hope I will see you soon. Bye bye.